Welcome to Table Talk, where there's always room at the table. I am your host, Jonathan Harmon of the J. Harmon Home Team, and we can't wait to talk to these fine guests. Enjoy the show.
Hey, my name is Brian Nail. I'm a mortgage loan officer with Primis Bank Mortgage. I want to tell you that I absolutely love being a member of the Spread the Positive Network. It's such a great mission and helps bring so much positivity to our community. It's truly a pleasure to be part of. There are a lot of ways to navigate financing a home, and in markets like this, having the advice of a trusted local professional is key to making sure you get the right advice for your specific circumstances. Whether you're interested in the purchase of a new home, second home, or have a need for a refinance, I'd love to earn your trust. If I can help you nail your mortgage, call me at 615-243-3976 or visit nailyourmortgage.com.
Primis Mortgage is a subsidiary of Primis Bank, a member FDIC, equal housing opportunity. As always, all loans are subject to approval. Primis Mortgage, NMLS number 1894879.
Welcome to Table Talk, where there's always room at the table. I am your host, Jonathan Harmon of the J. Harmon Home Team, and we can't wait to talk to these fine guests. Enjoy the show. And good afternoon. Welcome to Table Talk. This is Jonathan Harmon with J. Harmon Home Team, powered by Keller Williams. But you know that if you ever watch this show. Anyway, I just feel necessary to say that, Trent, just in case there's some new folks, and I hope that there are. We've got a fantastic guest today, Miss Dana Smith with Journeys in Community Living. And I met you the first time, I think it was a business before ours with the chamber, maybe over at, were you at the one at Adams Place?
No, it wasn't there, but
Wasn't there?
it was a business after hours or before hours, one of those.
The memory gets fuzzy. I know Michelle scheduled you. Michelle, of course, is a diplomat from our team that gets to meet all the cool people. I don't always get to make it to everything, but she's got me on that. So we'll dive in. Dana, tell me a little bit about you. Where are you from? What you do? All that kind of stuff.
All right.
Not this, just you.
All right. Well, I'm Dana Smith, and I moved here to this wonderful community about 6 years ago. So I currently work at Journeys in Community Living. I moved here from Arkansas and just was looking to get involved in the community. So I began work here at Journeys in Community Living as a development director. And just been loving my time here in Murfreesboro, as well as I'm a recent graduate of Leadership Rutherford. So,
nice, congratulations!
Thank you. So definitely
one of these days, I'm gonna participate in that.
Oh, you should. It's an awesome program.
Everybody's like, Jonathan, I can't believe you haven't done that yet.
I know.
I'm like, I just can't figure out when to do it, but it does look amazing. Did you get to ride in the helicopter?
They did not do that this year because of different, things that have been going on surrounding those. But still awesome time. We did go out to the airport, didn't actually get on the actual Black Hawk, but still awesome program. And I encourage you and everyone else to give it a try.
It is. It's a fantastic program. So, so Dana, what moved you to Middle Tennessee from Arkansas? I always love this. These are my favorite stories to hear. So.
Well, my husband and I and another family, we actually relocated here to begin a business. We started that business, but it didn't quite work out for us. So we just decided to stay here in the community and still be a part of this wonderful community.
Gotcha. Yeah, Murfreesboro's great. I grew up in Smyrna, Rutherford County. We moved here. My family moved here when we were 5. When I was 5.
Oh, wow.
We weren't 5. I was 5. And this is home, but it's so interesting being in real estate. You get to hear a lot of those stories, but you always hear somebody like, you have some people that are like, all these new people moving in, growth, and they're kind of negative about it. And I'm not. I love it. I love not just the real estate aspect of it, but just how much richer our community is because of influences from all over the place, right? More voices, more ideas, more things going on. So,
yes, definitely making the community my home now. So
that's great.
Looking forward to growing and serving and giving back.
That is great. So what is your background? And well, let's start with this. What is Journeys in Community Living?
Well, Journeys in Community Living is a nonprofit here in Murfreesboro, and our main goal is to help adults who have disabilities to help them live, work, and socialize like they should. Our main goal is for them to live independently and be a part of this community, and we provide us resources and different mechanisms to help get them acclimated into the community, live in this community, and actually feel a part of this community.
Mhm,
Mhm.
mhm. And so when you say, disabilities, is it all kinds of disabilities? Is it, developmental?
Mm.
Is it physical? Which
Most of the people that we support do have developmental or intellectual disabilities. They also have some physical disabilities, but
mhm.
most of our people whom we support do have some type of intellectual or developmental disability.
And so do you guys spend time, assigning I know I've seen this before where you have somebody that goes on a job site with someone to kind of assist with training and assist with, helping
Mhm,
them work, kinda supervise, that
mhm.
kinda thing. Is that something that you guys do?
Yes, that is one aspect of the one of the services that we provide is a workforce development, where we actually have a some of our staff. They actually are do assessment of the persons that we support to find out what they like to do, different types of jobs and things like that. Slight plug: we're always looking for businesses for our people whom we support can come in and job shadow them, as well as find out about different jobs and industries and things like that. But we have several people that we support that work right here in the community, regular jobs. So we're always looking for people to employ them, as well as looking for businesses to help them job shadow and introduce them to different type of things. So yes, our workforce development program allows the people that we support to go out in the community, make their own money, able to go out and spend the money in the community, as well as learn things like budgeting, banking,
Sure.
money management, and things like that.
And, it's so interesting. We tend to take for granted, just the ability to just to get a job,
Hmm.
and then once we have the job, to keep the job, and then once we keep the job, to be able to manage the money.
Hmm.
I can't tell you a moment that I learned any of that stuff. You know what I mean? But
Right.
it's a whole process,
It is.
and for some folks, especially if they're just a little bit behind,
Mm,
they miss out on.
mhm.
Oh, well, you're 18. Well, you're an adult. Well,
Yeah.
it doesn't always work that way for
Mm-mm.
everybody, does it?
Nope, it doesn't. It doesn't. So, and the people that we support, they love making money.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's always
Well, it
a
feels good.
joy.
It feels good to
Yeah.
support yourself, right?
Mhm.
So, I mean, it's an emotional lift, it's a self-esteem lift,
Mhm.
all of that.
Mhm. And that's our main goal. We want them to live independently,
Mhm.
be a part of the community, live independently, as well as grow and meet people. Them working out in the community also enhances their social skills.
Sure.
Like you said, enhances their confidence, and then also just teaches them, responsibility, social skills and things like that. So it's just awesome to be able to partner with different agencies and organizations and businesses here in the communities to allow our persons who we support to grow and make them some money, because they're always saying we need to make some money.
Yeah. What are some of the businesses that you guys, place people at?
Well, we have a couple that work at McDonald's over on Old Fort Parkway.
Mhm.
Um,
Is that a
one,
McGuire restaurant?
yes, it is. And Kroger, we have some that work at Kroger's.
Mhm.
A couple that work in our office. We have one that works as a receptionist and one who does janitorial services for us in the Journey's office. We also have Sean. He's been at Junior Foodland forever, so a lot of people know Sean.
Uh-huh.
And William, he works over at McDonald's, and we have Wendy's, and a couple that just work at maybe some of the pizza places and things like that. So,
Very good.
but yeah, a lot of them have been in their jobs like for years, so they really definitely enjoy it and enjoy meeting the people and things like that.
Well, and kudos to those businesses for taking a chance,
Hmm.
for having some patience, right?
Hmm.
Because I'm sure, you know, you don't necessarily, ideally from a management standpoint, I want to be able to say, do this, 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 and this,
Hmm.
and walk away and never have to manage it again. But
Right.
which obviously that doesn't happen, pretty much ever,
Anywhere.
right? But there's definitely going to be a little bit steeper of a learning curve. There's definitely going to be, some accommodations to be made.
Yes.
Some of those managers are going to have to think about, okay, if the job description is this big, we're going to have to make it this big,
Yeah.
right? And maybe have two people
Hmm.
picking up some of that. And
Hmm.
uh, so it is a little bit of a challenge,
Hmm.
but I'd say it's definitely worth it.
It definitely is, and it's definitely rewarding. And you're also allowing one of the persons that we support to give back to the community and be able to
Just
live
participate.
independently.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
participate. Everybody wants to participate, and we tend to marginalize folks sometimes,
Hmm.
because they can't participate at the level that we think
They
that they
should.
should,
Hmm.
right? And not that they not that there's like a hard fast rule that they should or they shouldn't,
Hmm.
but we put a limitation on them
Yeah.
and say, well, if you can't participate at this level, then you can't participate,
Hmm.
and that's just not right. So
Hmm.
good for you guys to say, okay, let's rethink this. We're going to help you, business owner, to
Hmm.
to
Meet
to
those
rethink
needs.
that. Yeah,
Yes. So yes, but like I said, we're always looking for businesses where we could come tour. The persons that we support can come tour the facility, as well as employment opportunities, and as well as job shadowing. If you
sure.
somebody may want to be interested in doing real estate or what you do here, it would be good for them just to come in and see. So we're always looking for community partners to assist with our workforce development aspect of our program.
So let's shift gears back to you a little bit.
Mhm.
What is your background? Why did you choose to work here?
Mhm.
What,
Well,
tell me about that.
I have a marketing communications background, but what really led me to work for Journeys, I was out one evening and I saw a group of young men and they were out eating. I was and of course they were all different races, so I was like, oh, how do you all know each other, or what is this? And he was like the gentleman that worked there, which he still does. He's one of our direct support professionals. He was like, we're just out eating. I work for Journeys to Community Living, and we take the people that we support, out to eat and things like that. And they like going out to eat and shopping. So they were in a shopping center. So I guess they were like eating and then going to do a little shopping. And so I had never, really heard of Journeys in Community Living before. And so I actually just, when he told me that, I was like, oh, well, I may be interested in doing something what he was doing. So
Hmm.
I looked it up and whatever, and I saw that they actually work with adults with disabilities. And I had a cousin growing up who had a disability. She had multiple sclerosis and something else. It was some type of syndrome. But um, back in those days, well, wasn't that just that long ago, but it's about 20 years ago, they didn't have near the services or resources and things like they have now. So I was always thinking how it was challenging for my aunt to get her services and find things for her to do. Nothing like Journeys. They had nothing in my community at that time like Journeys does. So
Hmm.
that tugged at my heart as well. And then it was just, I guess, by God. A few weeks later, it was a couple of jobs open. I said, so I'm gonna apply here to see what happens. And so that's what happened.
So what is your role with Journeys?
Well, I'm a development director, so that really just consists of fundraising. We always need funds. We are a nonprofit, so
Sure.
fundraising, grant writing, because it does take grants to provide some of these services that we
Hmm.
provide, as well as I go out and bring awareness, speak to people about the services that Journeys provides, and also just being a community advocate, as well as, like I say, bringing awareness to the services that we provide, going to find people who may need these services because there are other organizations in the area who provide similar services. So just to connect with those, be good community partners, and
Maybe you guys aren't the right fit for that specific person, but you have partners that
yeah,
might be right.
yes. So
Hmm.
yeah, so we're always like I say, looking for community partners, um, just things like that.
You know what I love about this? So you mentioned a whole bunch right there, grants and private funds and things like that, and uh, there's always a debate. It's a never ending debate. We're never going to solve it, and that is whose responsibility is it to take care of the marginalized, right?
Hmm.
Whose responsibility is it? So whether it's a developmental disorder, whether it's for some other reason underprivileged, whether
Hmm.
it's
Yeah.
whatever it is, who is it that's supposed to do that, right?
Hmm.
Is it the government,
Right.
right? I tend to think no,
Hmm.
right? Is it, some type of a community organization? Is it an individual responsibility,
Hmm.
right? Like whose job is that, you know?
Right.
And what I love is organizations like yours, coming to mind, Endure Athletics,
Hmm. Yes.
Liberty Station,
Hmm.
some of those guys, Amelia's Closet, step up and say, "Well, it's my responsibility.
Hmm.
I,
Yes.
I'll do that."
Hmm.
Yeah, and I can't help everybody,
Hmm.
right? But the ones that we can help, we're going to help really, really well,
Hmm.
and we're going to take a little bit of money, private funds, grants, whatever, and we're going to. I mean, you look at Second Harvest; they can make
Hmm.
4 meals out of $1. I mean,
Yeah.
there's not another organization that can
It
do
does
that
that.
better. You know
Mm-mm,
what I mean? As far as
mm-mm,
that part goes. And there's same thing with you guys. You guys have a very specialized, very purposeful thing that you do. And there's not an organization that can do it better.
mm-mm. And it's awesome that um I always run into people in the community who have children with disabilities.
Sure.
And most of the times you age out about 20, 21 in
From the
school
school
and thing.
system,
Yes.
right?
And so they're
That's a
always
little known fact,
it
right?
is.
There's a you don't necessarily graduate. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
they'll do you get to go through a graduation ceremony or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
but you age out.
Mm-hmm.
So the schools actually support children a little bit longer
Mm-hmm.
than they would like my kids or whatever.
Yeah, yes.
But you do eventually age out, and so
Mhm.
then what?
Right. And that's where, Journeys comes in. But I meet a lot of parents. They're always like, yeah, we always wonder, what's going to happen to our
Yeah,
children and things like that. So this is a good filler for that and a good segue into helping them live a independent and a healthy life, a healthy, secure, and independent life,
yeah, because
which
that mom and dad,
mhm.
like their need to go to work doesn't
Mhm.
change either. You
Right,
know what I mean?
right. So it has to be somewhere or something for them to do and to be successful and like I say, to live independently and healthy and secure.
Sure.
So that's what we do. We help them live a healthy and secure life for sure. And it really came to me. We like I said, we have tons of community partners, but during Christmas time, the North Boulevard Church, they always put on a huge Christmas. The youth department puts on a huge Christmas party for the persons we support. And this year was my first year going to it. And when you want anything just to give you life or brighten your day, to see them and they're having fun, they're dancing, they're doing line dancing
Yeah.
and things like that. It really just brings it all together. And I was just like, wow, we really are, helping them live a happy, healthy, and secure life. So
Right.
it just they love the person we support are always they love to dance and they love to enjoy life and for them to enjoy life like they do, being, ultimately having to live a life that they were dealt. It's just it's really amazing.
That's it.
Mhm.
I love that. That's beautiful.
Mhm.
All right, so you guys have some stuff coming up. Folks can. So I want to really talk now about how the folks that are listening or watching right now can get involved in the organization, how they can sponsor, how they can hire. Like let's talk
Mhm.
about how can we help you,
Mhm.
right?
Yes. Okay. Well, like I was saying, of course, the business aspect of it, we're always looking for businesses to partner with. Always looking for businesses that will hire our people whom we support. Always looking for businesses where they can come in and job shadow, as well as tours, job tours.
So
Um,
let me stop you for a sec. What kind of businesses specifically? So you mentioned quite a few
mhm.
food service establishments, but you're not limited to that, correct?
No, any type of business, Home Depot, Lowe's, things like that nature, plumbing, computer assistants, hairdressing, stylists, things like that. We want them to be able to explore, all facets of life. Some of the people we support, they have a musical background. They like dancing or they like singing or things
Hmm.
like that. That's something that they always enjoy going to different studios to visit. So anything, any and everything, we're open to any type of job, industry. Nissan, I think that would be awesome for them to see sometimes, but just to open their eyes and broaden their horizons because we do have a lot of people whom we support who have a facet of talents, so and just to gauge those and we do assessment to see where they best will fit, but we're always open to for them to experience something new, to show them something new, and because like I say, our main goal is for them to live independently and be able to utilize resources out in the community. So
So just for the sake of there's a book out there called Don't Make Me Think. So let's do that real quick. Do you have anybody right now that's waiting on a job that has a specific talent that you might be looking for right now?
No, not just at the moment, no one waiting. Um, but like I say, I just can't think of anybody just right now
Put her on
offhand.
the spot, folks. I apologize. I should have prepped you
But
for that one.
no, but no, not offhand. I just really can't think of anybody offhand right now. But I'm out in the community meeting a lot of people. When I met a gentleman the other day. He did pest control,
Hmm.
and so I thought that would be something a fun industry or something for one of our persons whom we support to maybe
Who
job
was it? I'm
shadow.
curious.
I can't remember, Jonathan.
His name wasn't Jim, was it?
uh, I cannot
Oh,
remember.
because he also traps wildlife, which is kinda
I
cool.
know who you're talking about. Yes,
Yeah.
I have met him, but no, it was not him. But I
Okay.
have met the wildlife guy before as well at one
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
business after hours or something.
Yeah.
But I do know Jim, who you're talking about. But this guy, I know his card had like a little green mosquito or something on it, but pretty
Gotcha.
cool. But I did keep his information. It was like, hey, I'm going to reach back out to you because I think that may be awesome or just something different
Yeah.
for the people we support to look at and see.
Oh, there's so many opportunities in that general arena, construction and things like that, where you know you don't have to have a whole ton of different skills, but you can certainly grow into
Mm-hmm.
some different jobs.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. Know a lot of builders out there. Know a lot of contractors.
Mhm. Oh, yeah. Definitely hot jobs around here for that, I am
Yeah,
sure. But yes, any industry, could be nursing or anything like that. But we really just would like them to be involved and be in the community and see a little bit more, what they have to offer a
sure.
lot of times.
All right. So businesses can get involved. What
Mhm.
about individuals? Are there ways for people to volunteer? What's that look like?
Yes, we always are looking for volunteers. One aspect of our program is that and it's a unique aspect of our program that we have about 18 homes in residential areas. They are homes like you and I would live in, very nice homes, and you don't readily know that people with disabilities live there. That's one of our goals too, because we have, well, I'll speak on that in a little bit, but our homes, two or three people live there and they are manned by our staff person. A staff lives there or works there with them 24 hours a day, different shifts, if not the same staff. So, two or three people are the persons we support live in homes that where we provide for them, and they're able to pay rent or buy those homes. And we always need volunteers to come in and do yard work, maybe some light repairs,
Did you say
painting.
18 of them?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
So they're here in the community, different areas all over the town. You won't really, like I say, know that someone with disabilities live there, but they have patios and um, front porches where they have different things set up for them. So it's just an awesome piece of our program
Well, and
because.
that's important. I mean,
Hmm.
journeys in community,
Hmm.
right? That underscore that word right there,
Yes.
right?
And we want them to be able to live where they want to live, not in a facility or not behind the center or,
Sure,
we want them to live where they want to live with whom they want to live. That helps them make friends. So the homes always need some type of maybe light repairs,
sure,
painting. If you want to come in, they love decorating their rooms and outside planting flowers, landscaping, yard work, light painting, things like that. So we always need volunteers to come in our homes and help do light repairs and things like that. Um, we have Keith. He's a painter, and he has set up his back patio area as a painting studio. So he paints back there. Um, we have several just opportunities if people want to come in the homes and help do things like play games or teach a class, a cooking class, or cooking demonstration, sewing, just things of that nature.
that is so awesome. That's
Mhm.
so awesome. So, what is the I have two more questions that we'll talk through.
Mhm.
One, so we talked about jobs, places of businesses partnering with you guys. The next one, of course, is volunteer
Mhm.
hours, and then, of course, the third leg of the stool, right, is funds.
Mhm.
So I know you guys have an event coming up before too long, and then also talk to me about how else can somebody participate financially.
Mhm. Also for the volunteer aspect of it as well, we always, like I was mentioned, the churches. We do a lot with churches here in town. We always, like I mentioned, the churches can get involved, or just groups, civic groups, social groups. And I think how I first met you may have been at Rotary. Now that I think about it,
That's a distinct possibility. Yeah, I'm in the Smyrna
in
Club.
Smyrna Rotary,
Yep,
right?
yep. I think
And
you're right.
so we always looking for civic groups, civic organizations, fraternities, sororities to come in and have donation drives. They always need things like personal hygiene items, cleaning items, bedding, sheets, comforters. So a lot of people do that type of thing. And we also always need people, we always have volunteers that come in and do things like parties. Like we have people come in do This past Valentine's Day, the Masonic brothers and sisters, they put on a sneaker ball for them out at the Elks Lodge, which was really fun. And like I say, the new Boulevard Church always puts on a party for them. And we just have several other organizations I've spoken with about the Red Day for you all. Slight plug. But we're always looking for people who come in and do teach classes, line dancing, like I say, exercise classes. It's just a variety of things that's often people don't think that we need, but they can come in and supply their services and talents. Like I say, whether it's cooking, our facility, if you've never been there, it's at 1130 Haley Road. We have a large facility where they can come in and do things there, or the people that we support, we can bring them to you. The people that we support also volunteer in the community. That's the aspect of their days. We get them out and they go volunteer for different United Way type things and things of that nature. But another,
It's community involvement, right? I
yes.
mean, it really just comes down to
Mhm.
that.
And independent living. That's what we
Yeah,
want them to do. We want them. They're just like you and me.
that's right.
They want to live where they want to live. They want to participate and socialize, and they want to be a part of the community. So that I think that was a little bit more still on the volunteer aspect. And another most definitely unique aspect of our program is that we provide transportation for them. Most of our people that we support cannot drive,
Sure.
and a lot of people do not know that, but most programs that provide the same services, employers have to use their own vehicles to transport them back and forth. But at Journeys, we have about 45 cars and vans that we maintain and upkeep, where we actually take the persons that we support to and from work, to doctor's appointments, to community events. They're at the homes, grocery shopping, things like that nature. So that's where a bulk of our money goes to, is the
Sure.
upkeep of those vehicles and vans, because they need oil changes, they need tire
Tires and
rotations, and
brakes and
yes,
yes.
yes.
Wow.
So
40, did you say 45?
yes, 45.
Wow.
And there are a variety of cars, vans, and trucks and things like that. That's also a need we always have. If anyone wants to donate a automobile, someone passes away and you don't know what to do with the automobile, we'll definitely, as long as it's in good condition,
Sure.
we'll definitely take it. So that is also a volunteer need. Someone helping to clean the cars, wash the cars, maybe do detailing, as well as donate the cars. So that leads me into our upcoming annual fundraiser,
Yeah.
which is the Partners in the Journey Luncheon. This is our 7th year that we've held this luncheon, and this year it's going to be September the 26th over at the View at the Fountains. And our goal this year is to raise $100,000 to support our transportation services program.
Say the date one more time.
September the 26th
At
at
what time?
12 noon at the View at the Fountains.
Got it. Okay.
Because the persons we support, of course, they need accessible and affordable transportation. And like I said, it takes money to upkeep upkeep the vans and cars. And if they are, we have to get new ones if they're, malaged out and things like that. So
So you want to raise $100,000 on that, and specifically for transportation.
yes.
Wow.
Mhm.
Will you do it?
Yes, we will. We definitely we have sponsorship opportunities. So if you're looking for sponsorship opportunities, those are on our website, as well as you can reach out to myself, and I'm sure I can give my name and number and information a little later. But yeah, that's our goal, to raise $100,000 for our transportation program, because of course our vehicles need to be upkept, and we may need to replace vehicles, need new vehicles, and things like that. So that's our goal for this year's luncheon. And our speaker, he also, I don't know if you ever heard of Mr. H.K. Derryberry.
Yes.
Yes, well, he's
He's
awesome and
great.
amazing. He
Yeah.
is. So that's our speaker this year. He's definitely excited. And a lot of people have heard his story. So
He's spoken at my Rotary Club.
so he's
Mhm.
definitely a testament to perseverance and things like that when you have a disability. So yeah, it's just gonna be awesome.
Very good.
Mhm.
You got a great speaker. So, okay. Last question I have for you, and then we'll also want to make sure we get website and all that kind of stuff out there. So, real quick, go ahead and say it. What is the website?
It is www.journeystn.org. And we have a page set up that has our sponsorship information on there. So if you go there, you will see the different sponsorship levels that we have. So we're definitely soliciting sponsorships for our luncheon, for our fundraising luncheon, because the Partners in the Journey luncheon is our main fundraiser and our premier fundraiser that we have every year. So it's just an hour during your lunch hour. You could come out and help us raise funds for our transportation program.
Very good. All right. So next question is h- how do I, if I have a child, that's aged out of the school system,
Hmm.
if I want to become a client,
Hmm.
essentially,
Yes.
what is that process like, and where do I start with that?
Well, that's another aspect that we have. We have what you call healthcare oversight, where we have about four caseworkers that actually work at Journeys,
Hmm.
and you will need to contact one of them, call Journeys, and get in contact with one of our case managers. They will set up a visit where you would do some assessment to see what services they actually need. Do they need the residential program services? Do they need just? We also have community day services where people just come, individuals with support, just come to the center and have day services where they learn, socialization skills, cooking skills, things who may need a little bit more extra um, hands-on, what's the word I'm looking for? Just hands-on services, and then they may need the workforce program or the out in the community type program. So they will come in and meet with one of our caseworkers and be assessed, and then we will be able to see what services that we provide would best fit them,
Okay.
because we do still have some, of course, like I said, we have the residential program where they actually live at the Journeys homes, but we also have some persons that we support that still live at home with the parents or another relative or something like that, and they just come to us during the day for our community day services program. But one other thing I would like to say is that we have awesome staff. Our executive director, her name is Frances Cook. She has not been the executive director for 39 years, but she has been with Journeys for 39 years.
Wow.
So yeah, so that just speaks to the testament and the journey that she believes in and the mission that she believes in
Well, let's back
as
up for a
well.
second. So, how old is the organization?
It's been here since 1975 in the community.
Wow.
Yes, we're embarking upon 50 years in a couple of years, so we're definitely excited about that. But we just have wonderful staff. I mean, they have a true heart and passion for it, and that makes a difference. When you have good
Hmm.
staff and when you have people who care about the people that we support, you definitely can tell it, and it makes a difference. I mean, from young to older employees rather. They're there, and then you could tell that they really do love the people that we support and love what they do and making their lives happy and secure as well.
How many people do y'all support? I'm sitting here doing the math. So you got 18 or so houses,
Hmm.
2 to 4 people or whatever
Hmm.
per. Plus you have the day program.
Hmm.
So how many people do you guys support?
We usually support about over 100 people, about 125 people. Hmm.
Wow.
And
Wow.
it's in that need, like I say, it's definitely growing with the number of, new autism cases that we have. Like we said, these children and young people are often going to turn into adults that's
Mhm.
going to need services. So that's another reason why it's just so important that, we keep this program in the community and keep it successful and things like that, because it's definitely a need out there for individuals that we support.
Well, kudos to you guys. Y'all are doing the heavy lifting. Y'all are doing uh, the work that needs to get done.
Hmm.
So it's pretty cool. And then just the I guess the comprehensive nature of what you guys do, everything from job placement to job training to residential to transportation to I mean it's the whole thing. It's
Hmm. Hmm.
everything that somebody might need.
Yes, yes.
That's very cool. Very cool. All right. So what's the date of the fundraiser lunch again?
The fundraiser luncheon is called Partners in the Journey. So we're
Hmm.
always looking for partners in the journey, and it's September the 23rd. No, I'm sorry, September the 26th at noon at the View at the Fountains.
Okay. Which, by the way, if you've never been in that space, it is beautiful.
It is, and there are definitely some awesome community partners as well. So we're definitely looking forward to it. We have, like I said, we have Mr. HK Derryberry, who's going to be our speaker, and the funds this year is going to be for our transportation program. So we're just definitely excited about giving back to the community and looking forward to celebrating some of our celebrating with some of our community partners and some new community partners as well.
Very cool. And then one last time, the website, we'll also put it in the comments on Facebook post. What is that website again?
It is www.journeystn.org. And that's where you can find out a little bit more about the program, as well as find out about sponsorships for our upcoming fundraiser.
Very cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Dana Smith, Journeys in Community Living, lots and lots of good work going on with your organization. Thank you for what you do, and thank your organization for what all the hands within that
Yes.
organization are doing right here in our community. This is what it's all about, folks. This is what Table Talk is about. I didn't know. I knew that your organization existed, right? But I certainly didn't know how comprehensive the approach
Yes.
is. And so getting an opportunity to learn about it, getting an opportunity to learn how to support you guys in doing the work that quite frankly I'm not capable of doing, even if I
Yes.
want to. It's just not something that I'm gifted to do. So thank you guys for what you guys do here
Yes.
in our community.
Thank you so much. And thank you for allowing me to come on and share a little bit more about how you all can be a partner in the journey.
Yeah, I love it. That's awesome. Outstanding. Okay. We did not run Brian Nail. So let's hear. Speaking of partners in our community, Brian Nail is the best mortgage lender. Do you know Brian?
I don't.
Oh, we'll fix that here shortly. So Brian over at Premise Mortgage, let's hear from him. He's a big supporter of all things spread the positive.
Hey, my name is Brian Nail. I'm a mortgage loan officer with Premise Bank Mortgage. I want to tell you that I absolutely love being a member of the Spread the Positive Network. It's such a great mission and helps bring so much positivity to our community. It's truly a pleasure to be part of. There are a lot of ways to navigate financing a home, and in markets like this, having the advice of a trusted local professional is key to making sure you get the right advice for your specific circumstances. Whether you're interested in the purchase of a new home, second home, or have a need for a refinance, I'd love to earn your trust. If I can help you nail your mortgage, call me at 615-243-3976 or visit nailyourmortgage.com.
Premise Mortgage is a subsidiary of Premise Bank, a member FDIC, equal housing opportunity. As always, all loans are subject to approval. Premise Mortgage, NMLS number 1894879.
That whistle thing in your head all day today. I'm just telling you.
It is.
Be prepared. Well, Dana, thank you so much, and thank you for sharing everything that you guys are doing with us and with our viewers and listeners. It's very cool. So, if you haven't put it on your calendar yet, do it right now, September 26th, over at the View at the Fountains. That's it. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for being here.
And great to see you again.
Thank you guys for watching. If you have mortgage needs, call Brian. If you have real estate needs, give me a shout. And if you have been moved, please reach out to these folks and see how you can help out.
Thank you.
Thanks a bunch. Bye. Thanks for checking out Table Talk today. We hope you enjoyed the show. If you have any questions whatsoever about real estate, check us out at jharmonhometeam.com or on Facebook and Instagram at jharmonhometeam.